I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking for FinextraTV at Sibos 2025 in Frankfurt. And I'm joined by Nadish Lad, Global Head Product and Strategic Business Volante Technologies. And what better place than Sibos to talk about the ever-innovating world of payments and innovation. So welcome, Nadish.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
I said it all there. Payments, innovation. There's so much to talk about here at Sibos, but I'm going to pin you down to a few things.
Sure.
The first is, what impact is more personalized analytics having on a bank's ability to access more real-time insights?
See, I think the biggest thing that has been happening over the past few years in payments is real-time capabilities. We've all seen, whether it's liquidity risk, whether it's settlement, the key element has remained the real-time element. And for all of this, it is important to understand the business or a logic behind a payment, and that's where the analytics come in. And I think the way we are approaching analytics is it has to be persona-based. So the CFO would look at payments from a more personalized or more liquidity risk kind of an event, whereas you would have operations looking at it from more of exception handling and settlement kind of perspectives. So the impact really is all about persona-based real-time analytics, which help you understand what does the payment actually mean.
I liked it when you said, what's the business of the payment? What's it doing? Absolutely. So, of course, we can't have a discussion about innovation without talking about AI. Now, we've been talking about AI for a long time. It's no longer a new topic. But what are the exciting new things you're seeing in terms of AI and finding the value?
Yeah, from our perspective in Volante, I think everyone thinks AI is everywhere, we need to apply. But I think the key element is identifying the right use cases. So it's a start. As we all know, AI is growing by leaps and bounds. And the whole element that we are looking at is we have targeted a few sections within the payments lifecycle. So one section, for example, is all about exception handling. I think that's the most common use case. Everyone is looking at AI. The second element is around smart routing. It is how to settle the payment the most effective way, the cheapest, fastest, and so on. But I think there is also an important element, which is the regulatory element of the payment. So we are focusing on AI to manage the SLAs of a payment, and SLAs are pretty crucial when it comes to, especially to real-time payments. So from our perspective, we have zeroed down agentic AI for use in these three specific areas, and we will see a lot of progress in this over the next few months.
And I think they will be interesting discussions to see how they evolve within themselves.
It's going to be a start of a journey. It will. We will learn more as we progress, and that's where it's exciting times ahead.
Yeah. Always something to learn, always something to move you forward, for
Absolutely.
sure. So let's now talk about payments as a service. How can payments as a service support institutions to scale, and also, we hear a lot about cost, and also to be more cost effective?
The biggest thing about payments as a service is the fact that we are moving away from a CapEx model to an OpEx model. And that's where we are seeing the big benefits, because now, two things. First is the cost aspect. You have bands, you pay for what you use effectively. That's one very big element. So a financial institution is not worried about an upfront capital expenditure. It almost gets absorbed as a part of your operational expenses, which makes it easier for you to identify how much does it cost for me to process my payments. The second important element of PaaS is the deployments in terms of the ease in which the vendor who knows the product is actually running it and maintaining it for you. So that means that the bank or the financial institution has less infrastructure, less people investment that would be needed. And the third is, of course, the cloud providers. We know all the big names of the cloud providers. The amount of investment they are making in security and connectivity and resilience, even a tier 3, tier 4 bank can now avail all of those capabilities in the payments as a service model. It just helps vendors like us reach a very wide segment very quickly and deploy very easily to all these segments.
Gosh, I'm just thinking of the scope, and a lot has been asked of payments. You know, you've got to comply, you've got to be fast across borders. There's a lot of work ongoing. So Nadish, thank you so much. Lovely to hear your points of view and also what you're seeing in the marketplace. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, Debbie. Thank you.